for a few days, but that's just because after a while you've seen all the routines. But we just thought we should check in today, make sure that all of you are still following along, all of you are still doing your workouts. We're still doing our workouts. Today was resistance 1. We did a lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of shoulder work, a lot of squats, a lot of lunges. So, and we even got some abs in there at the end. But great workout. I will say this, a ton easier than the first, second, and third time we did this at the very beginning of 22-minute hardcore. I'm really actually kind of shocked. I said to Casey earlier today I did 120 pull-ups and 240 push-ups with about a 16, 17 pound weighted vest on me. So when I heard we had to do resistance 1, I thought we'd be like doing resistance 3 or something on that with no pull-ups or stuff. And so when I heard we had to do this, I said, oh no, that means more push-ups and pull-ups. But even with all that work I did earlier in the day, I was shocked that pull-ups and push-ups are always hard, but I was shocked at how easy it felt in regards to that. And the one move that I really felt good about, first of all, sit-ups at the end, but the squat thrust, I remember round 2 was murder, and round 3 you just wanted, your shoulders felt like they were just going to fall off. So today that was a lot easier for me. Shoulders were still burning come the end of 25 on that 3rd round. But man, I feel good about that. I really like the this actually to me shows, made me realize the progress that we've made during 22-minute hardcore. It's just so amazing to think that from day 1 to where we're at today, that felt so much better. So.
No, I agree. There was blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 weeks. Today's day 1 of week 6. And
5 weeks in the books.
Yeah. You're confusing me by that. We're starting the 6th week.
Yes.
But I'm going to agree with everything that Phillip just said. You know, I feel a lot better cardio-wise with it. And I remember giving my review the first time. Man, I was totally out of breath.
You're on vacation.
Yeah, drenched in sweat. It was a tough one. And I remember the shoulders as well were just completely on fire. Now, the difference that I have is I only used 8-pound weights. Which is what I've been using for the last few weeks on everything. But I'm with Phillip, you know, I started feeling it towards the end of the 2nd round. By the 3rd round, the last probably 10 were pretty gruesome. I had to really concentrate and just keep saying, you only have a few more, you only have a few more, and really push myself through those last few, because it still was a very challenging routine. I was really proud with my pull-ups though. I did 12, 12, 8.
That's great.
So, because the first time through you're supposed to do 15, and I just couldn't do it at their pace. I could have got 3 more out, but then I wouldn't have that slight rest in between. So again, I just tried to make up for it the 2nd time through and just did 12 again instead of 10. And I felt really good with my pull-ups. I felt strong in them. I felt like I had more power coming up, where sometimes, it's hard to explain. Yeah, where coming up, I just felt good coming up. So,
you feel strong.
Yeah, I did. I felt really good about it. And then my push-ups feel a whole lot better. And my happiest point is the stupid runs. The running in place. The sprints at the end during the
workout. The happy feet.
Oh, man. I remember when we first started this program, I was like, the front of my shins were on fire. I couldn't get my feet up off the ground.
Right.
Where this time, I felt really good in the burnout round up until probably the last 3 calls.
How many did you count your push-ups this time?
No, I didn't.
So I remember what we said. I think I said 47 or 48 last time. I did 52 today, so that felt good.
Yeah, so you're getting faster.
Faster.
Yeah, and I heard you, so I was staying with what you were doing on yours. The other thing that I did different is I used the push-up stands, and so I got a little bit deeper into my push-ups, and I felt good with that. It's easier on the wrist too, and you can feel more power coming from your chest area and your back than you do in your forearms, where when you're doing a regular push-up, sometimes you'll feel it in your forearms because you're pressing on your flat hand, and so you'll feel it up here. And when you use the push-up stands, I didn't feel any of that, so I felt really good with the push-up stands on that. Other than that, I'm glad we went back to resistance 1. Because again, it kind of gives you, it makes you feel good about yourself and proud about, gosh, I can remember where I was 5 weeks ago and how struggle this was, and how you can look at it now and see how much you've progressed. So I'm happy. I was really glad. I didn't think we were gonna, I didn't look at the calendar, but I didn't think we would revisit. And I see we're gonna go back to some 2s and stuff too, so.
Yeah, this was good. I'm glad we did this workout. I remember when we were doing Resistance 3, we said that this was probably the most difficult one. I think it's just because we had just started the program. But I mean, for a lot of people, this would be a difficult one with all the push-ups and pull-ups.
No, absolutely.
But still, I mean, now almost think like, I don't know, man, that felt really good today. Like it was almost, I don't want to say borderline easy. I mean, I'm sweating obviously, but easy compared. Yeah, I'm not. I feel like I could do some more workout right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't take any pre-workout drinks or anything crazy like that. I feel really, really good about it. So great.
Yeah, and I kind of got a slap in the face almost yesterday. I'm borderline too big for bikini now, so I was playing around with which weights I wanted to do because I was told not to do any more upper body training. And so part of me said, oh, I shouldn't even do pull-ups. I shouldn't do, because I was told my shoulders and biceps are getting too big for bikini. So, and I'm 3 weeks out, like 20 days, something like that.
But I think if you did like...
I did light weights.
Yeah.
To do more defining on this, because using the light weights, heavy reps, and like our reviews have been before, you're not really going to get bulky doing this program. There's just no possible way to use super heavy weights that you would need to put on muscle mass and do the amount and the pace that they're doing, unless you're just like Superman. I mean, if you're Superman, that's awesome. I would like to be Wonder Woman.
You could have done this entire, thinking about what I did earlier today, you could have done this entire routine with a weighted vest on, because there's not a whole lot of moving around. So you could intensify it that way if you wanted to, with your push-ups and your pull-ups anyway. I mean, the
just do
squats.
push-ups if you want to intensify it too.
Yeah, even in the squat thrust, because that would put more weight into the squat move. The thrust one, you have to grab lighter weights because it's not so much that it hurts your legs, it hurts your shoulders.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's an interesting thought. But anyway.
So it was good catching in with y'all. If you haven't noticed, we're not like Phil was saying, we're not posting every single workout that we do now just because it's so much of a repetitiveness right now for the last few weeks. But you can catch Casey's Kitchen. We'll be doing meal prepping, some different recipes and stuff to kind of keep it interesting, help you out a little bit more on the nutrition aspect. And then every day is leg day for me. So I'm making up my own leg routine every single day, and I'm only doing about 4 to 5 moves every day for lower body, because I think if you were to do a full regular leg routine like I normally do every day, it would just be pointless because you'd be overworking the muscles. So I'm just basically doing...
Targeting different muscle groups?
Targeting different muscle groups, 4 to 5 moves a day every single day, and then still doing this, and then 20 minutes on the elliptical I'm about to get on. So that would be what I'm doing for the next 14 days anyway. Peak week will be different. But
so if you have any questions though, we would be happy to do a video on any questions that you might have.
Absolutely, drop a comment below.
Yeah, put a question in the comment section below and we can answer about this program or about nutrition or whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to ask, and we'll try to do the best we can to answer your questions.
Were you going to do your face and dance for them? See, he really does that whether you realize it or not. He acts like he's playing, but that's really what he does.
There you go. Those of you wanted to see the face.
Yeah, one person, Phillip. One person.
One person said,
and she kind of
hey,
got
out
coached
of
into saying
3,000, almost 4,000 followers or subscribers, I got one person watching me.
But I did notice the comments was really you coaxing her into it.
Well, I was doing my best to keep the conversation going.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anybody came out and said, Phillip, you're so amazing, do the dance.
We'll see you another day. Comment below.